I think she's sleeping. Anyway, it's raining here today, so I kind of got into cleaning the house earlier because we couldn't go out for a walk. It's been kind of like raining all day. Anyway, tomorrow's supposed to be like 73. I'm going to be very excited for that. Even though I have work tomorrow, I'm going to try to get out and go for a really nice walk with her. Maybe I'll take her to the park. Problem is that the freaking park doesn't have the bathrooms open yet. That's the problem. I think April 1st. Where is it? There we go. Melanie Love. Melanie Love. Oh, jeez. Okay, you've got the Magician here, which is the ability to manifest new opportunities. Focus on what you want more of, not what you want less of. So if you're with someone right now, focus on what you love about the relationship, not what you don't like. If you're not with anyone, focus on the qualities of a person that you want, because that person just may show up. No longer waiting for your ship to come in, a Taurus enters. You're also maybe feeling a little undecided. Figure out, get clear on exactly what you want. You have another earth sign coming in too, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. It looks like somebody may come in who's slow and steady, wins the race, typical of an earth sign, but they may present you with an offer that would be hard to turn down. Seashell, spirit cards. Two of Water, a relationship that continues to grow closer. Forgiveness, the positive resolution of a conflict. The Six of Fire, victory. Good news is on its way, public recognition or awards. The Two of Earth, too much going on at once. The need to make a decision, take a more sensible or playful approach. What is happening here? Hang on. Okay, now we have UAF spirit cards. Queen of Water, tender-hearted, empathetic, patient, and loving. Relationships develop to a new level. Trust your intuition, care for yourself and others. Eight of Earth, skilled work is rewarded. Learning all there is to know about a topic. Going back to school. Seven of Fire, defend your beliefs and your decisions. Stand your ground. Choose your battles wisely. Not bad. Not bad. UAF. General regarding my routine and feeling today. General regarding my routine and feeling today. Well, you may, I don't know how you're feeling, but the cards indicate you may be feeling like walking away from something or someone that no longer serves you. It does look like shifting things or changing your routine just a little bit could breathe like a life, like fresh air into your life, feeling like I've made it to the top of the mountain just by doing something a little bit different, especially if you've been feeling stuck. Like, shit, I do the same thing every day, day in and day out. Changing one thing, one minor thing may make a big difference. Feeling prepared, listening to your intuition. Here's a new business opportunity, or that's probably the current new opportunity that's around you. Growth and transformation is coming to you as a person. And I think if you've been feeling kind of stuck, life is moving forward and things are going to start to change. So I wouldn't worry too much if you have like a blah feeling today. I think it's going to pass. Especially if you've been feeling like maybe a little bit burdened or overly stressed out. It's going to move into the past. Yeah, you've got exciting new stuff coming in, a new adventure, learning a new, like this could be going back to school or it could be learning something that's new, whatever it is, it's positive. I think that if you feel like you're stuck in like a bum routine, it's going to change. It's changing right now. So hang in there just a little bit longer. To Kenya, rest of the week and next week. Okay, this week into next week, things change quickly. So it's like things change for the better fast. If either it's going to happen now and it's going to continue next week, or you're going to feel like things have moved forward, or vice versa. Things may be a little stuck and then all of a sudden things change for the better quickly. But you have walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Balance comes back into your life. A fire sign is around that's of significance. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Empress, love, money, abundance. Fertility comes in. Be careful with that card if you don't want children right now. Somebody makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Sagittarius enters. This could be the fire sign, or there may be two different people. It looks like your efforts around business are about to pay off. So it should be a good rest of the week into next week. So like, should I have H&R do my 2019 taxes? Yes, I got 3 aces here. Yeah, I would have them do it. You know, I left my accountant a message yesterday. I still haven't heard back. I hope that everything's okay. I don't like to call 20 times, but it's like, I left a message sometime yesterday. You would think I would have heard back by now. I'll call tomorrow if I don't hear from them today. So like, rest of the week and weekend. It looks like as we move into the weekend, right into next week, you're starting to feel a little bit better, or you're not holding yourself back as much. You may be also feeling physically better, and that may be why. You've got the Queen of Cups here. A water sign could come in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, or this may be somebody, it could just be somebody around you who's like, considering that you're just recovering from surgery, somebody may be helping you out or wanting to help you out, the Queen of Cups. It looks like you may be spending a little too much time thinking or overthinking. Just try not to do that because you could drive yourself crazy. You could also be feeling a little bit like the hard work that you've put into something is about to pay off. Or you may be feeling overly optimistic, not overly, but optimistic about a new job endeavor and maybe learning something new around that, or possibly learning a new area of study just for your own enjoyment. Cause for celebration comes in before the end of the weekend. Taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, which is important, obviously, now more than anything, more than ever. But you have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. I would say that paying off a bill of debt or a loan or putting money aside for something is going to make you feel relief. John, rest of the week and weekend. I've been feeling kind of blah, okay? Okay. Yeah, YouTube does have really good home workouts. I did one today. I didn't do the whole thing. Because some of the things I just can't do. Like, first of all, I just don't really feel comfortable jumping right now. Like, with so much weight on me. I feel like it's, like, dangerous for my knees. But, Sydney Cummings, I think is her name. Sydney Cummings, I think is her name. And it was, I got a medicine ball that's 20 pounds, which is very heavy. Most of these workouts require one that's much lighter than that. So I used a dumbbell. but I was sweating in no time. Like some things I feel like if you can't do the exercise correctly, it can cause like an injury. So you're better off not doing it at all. Like burpees, I am just not ready for them, especially with the medicine ball. She's a little overly enthusiastic today. Anyway, but yeah, I've seen a number of them that I really like. There's another girl, Heather something, I think her name is. Heather? I don't know. It's like high intensity stuff. And a lot of the videos are only like maybe 20 minutes. All right, rest of the week and weekend for John. I've been feeling kind of blah. Things are going to change for the better quickly. 8 of Wands. Being guided by the divine. Now all of a sudden things start to pick up. Empress is here. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children right now. The energy should shift before the weekend for you. It's like feeling like I've made it to the top of the mountain. Finally, I can exhale. Feeling like a wish comes true and money is flowing to you. So you're having a blah day. It's going to pass pretty quickly. Lilith, advice about the man who would like to buy the apartment where I live now. Will he force me to leave the apartment? Will he force me to leave the apartment? He might, but it could take a minute because the Chariot's in reverse. So it could be a slow process, or you may have a long time before that happens. Ace of Swords and the Queen of Swords. There's only really a 33% chance that he's actually going to buy it or that he's going to make you leave. But 33% chance is still there. And the Queen of Swords, he could be a difficult person to deal with. But it does look like it's a little bit into the future. It doesn't look like it's happening tomorrow. So you have time. And I think... I mean, I'm sure that they have to give you X amount of time before you have to leave. I'm not 100% sure it's going to happen that fast, though. He just may not be... Queen of Swords is not nice energy to have to deal with. He may be a dick. But let's see if it even happens. He may be interested in buying the apartment, but it might not happen. Lily, well, why my boss didn't choose me for leadership? Okay, the King and the Queen of Swords are both here. So there's sharp energy around the situation. The boss may be dealing with sharp energy from either other people above him or people around him, or he just may be an asshole. Either way, I mean, this is sharp energy around the situation. He may have felt a little obligated to go with the other person. I don't know how many people. It looks like there were choices, 7 of Cups. So he may have had choices between a couple of people, and one person just stood out a little bit more than the other. Than the others. He felt like he went with his intuition. He felt like this other person was a little bit more qualified, or they showed greater leadership roles or personality. Decided to go with the other person, but there's sharp energy all over this situation. This may be one of those things where you're glad that you didn't get the position. Because it's like, with all this sharp energy, the person that got the leadership spot, they may have to eat a lot of crow. Yeah, I don't know. You may be glad in the long run that you didn't get it. It looks like it's going to be kind of difficult. T-Vet General. You got here a soulmate connection coming in and some romance on deck. Looks like listen to your intuition. Somebody may be coming in here with an offer that would be hard to turn down. It could be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and balance comes back to your life. It also looks like you're laying down the law, cutting through bullshit just around everything in your life, which is then going to push your life forward to greener pastures. The Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. 5 of Pentacles in reverse, paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan makes you feel relief. I'm in. How does your seer think and feel about me after I conducted the exam? Is he convinced that I'm persistent enough? Yeah, I think he is convinced that you're persistent enough. I think he feels confident. I think he feels like a sigh of relief around the situation. I think that he feels like the hard work that he's put in is coming back to him, and there's success around it. So whatever it was that happened, I think you did fine. T-Vet love. Maybe feeling undecided with the Two of Swords in reverse. Things are going to change for the better quickly. Passion comes in. The hard work you put into your love life is coming back to you. You're being guided by the divine. You might have choices. That could be the issue. You have a wish around love, and Aquarius enters. It also looks like a fire sign is here. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. There's also a Cancer. You may be feeling a little bit burdened by love, but I think that's going to change soon. And then you have the Four of Swords here, taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Soleil love. Maybe feeling a little disappointed around love, or like you have a long road ahead of you, but you will be starting a new journey relatively soon. Good karma comes back to you and romance comes in. And when it comes in quick. Looks like it's a soulmate connection. New beginning is on the horizon. Sun comes out. It looks like you have a Taurus around you. That could be a possibility. Also a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Plus you've got the Magician here. The ability to create new opportunities. Emma, does Emma expect to hear from me because his grandparents sadly passed away today? Oh, it's too bad. No, he doesn't expect to hear from you. I mean, in my own experience, when people have passed away, there's just so much going on that you don't really think about. Like, when my grandfather died, my best friend, I don't even remember if I told her. I must have told her that he died, but I never gave her I never told her anything about the arrangements. She had to call my boss to get the arrangements. Like, you're just so busy with everything that you're not really thinking about specific people reaching out. Beautiful one. Is she planning on going out with us tonight? Is she planning on going out with us tonight? Yeah, I think she is planning on going out with you tonight. So, like, update on Daniel's feelings and action. He texted me this morning and I ignored him. Oh, good. He's feeling like he's losing control. Emperor in reverse. He wants to be in control and he feels hurt that he isn't. He also feels hurt in general, not just because he's not in control, but he feels like he's hurt and he feels like he's lost control of the situation. He's also feeling very weak. I think he's going to, well, he may hold himself back for a minute, but you haven't heard the last of him. He's going to keep trying to reach out to you. Is my performance and grade in the second exam will be better than the first one. Okay. Yeah, I believe it will be better than the first one. Roxana, Danny will pay Ishmael the money for the house soon. Okay, will Danny pay Ishmael the money for the house soon? Yes. Yeah, I think so. Relatively soon. Rimmel. I don't see the question yet. Let me do Karina. What do the cards want to tell me? What do the cards want to tell me? You've got the world at your feet. It also looks like moving forward, you've got growth and transformation coming to you as a person. You have cause for celebration that comes in around a new romance if you're not with anyone right now. If you are, current relationship can rekindle. If there's no one around you right now, you have a water sign coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children right now, but love and money look good in the near future. Rimmel, does Dean make a decision that will go in my favor? Or can I expect a decision to be made? Will the Dean make a decision that goes in my favor? I don't know if it's going to go in your favor. I only got one ace, which would be a 33% chance yes. I don't know. You might have to talk to this person again. Sometime maybe within the next 2 weeks. But I don't know if you're going to be thrilled with the decision. Adriana, what could happen on our next date? All right, you might feel like nothing's happening, nothing's happening, nothing's happening, and I'm getting frustrated, and then all of a sudden a wish comes true, and things seem to move forward pretty quickly on the next date. Yeah, things could move forward pretty quickly on the next date. Let's see what happens. Like, you might feel like, shit, nothing is happening here, or it's not going anywhere, and then all of a sudden something pushes forward really quick. So, like, what should I prepare myself for the rest of March? I think that basically just focusing on recovering might take a little bit of patience. Towards the end of March, you have a new business opportunity coming in, or you may be changing jobs. That could happen. You may be feeling ambitious about it. Your intuition is strong. But between now and the end of March, I would just focus on self-care, relaxation, and doing what you need to do to get better. You do have a wish coming in, and your life is moving forward. I have a feeling that you're going to change jobs pretty soon. Like, maybe once you're ready to go back to work, you may not go back. You know, maybe you'll go back to a new place. Or it'll happen really quickly. Adriana, when could our relationship turn serious? It could be soon, the next 6 weeks. At the very latest, I would say June, but I don't think it's going to take that long. If the relationship is going to move forward, I think it's going to happen sooner than later. Let me go back up to the top. Pet, love. If you have a wish around love, put it out into the universe. If you're not with anyone right now, air sign comes in that's very ambitious. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You may need to have a little bit of patience around love, but when things change and there's a new opportunity coming in, it changes quickly. Listen to your intuition. Feeling successful when a soulmate connection comes in. If you're with someone right now, I would say your current relationship, you may need to have a little bit of patience with, but things are going to move forward for the two of you nicely. If there's no one, I would say air sign comes in, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Possibility of a Sagittarius too, could be a Sagittarius, but it would be a soulmate connection. And things would click between the two of you pretty fast. Lovely Desiree, love. Lovely Desiree. Okay, if you're not with anyone right now, you do have, well, you have the Empress here regardless. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children. If you're not with anyone right now, out of the clear blue sky, an Aries shows up pretty quickly. Starting a new adventure with a new romance. If you are with someone right now, I would say your current relationship is moving forward. And it could be like rekindling the situation with the Knight of Cups. Long-term potential around the relationship that you're in or the next relationship that you enter. Depression. I heard that Kendra, the building manager where I'm going, that's not a kind person, is holding an apartment for me. Is it good for me? And where is it in the building? There are 3 floors. Okay. Is the apartment that Kendra is holding for me good for me? I think it is good for you. Yeah. Okay, where is it in the building? 3 floors. And faces east and west. Is the apartment east? On the east side, facing the east. Is it facing west? I think it's facing west, or it's on the west side. And is it on the 1st floor? Is it on the 2nd floor? Is it on the 3rd? I think it's on the 3rd floor because you got the sun. I would say that it's the 3rd floor and either on the west side or facing west. Soleil love for April. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. Life is moving forward and you're feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. When a fire sign comes in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, maybe a little bit of an adventurous type. Listen to your intuition. It looks like this person is grounded and stable. There's also a Virgo and a Cancer coming in if you don't like the fire sign. Emma, when will I hear from Nick again? Soon, sometime in April. I would say sometime in April. Rimmel, general for April. Walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you leads you to be guided by the divine towards something that brings in cause for celebration. You got money coming in. You have a Sagittarius coming in that could be of significance. and you're no longer waiting for your ship to come in. It looks like you're making your own opportunities and life seems to move forward in April. It also looks like a good month for business and money. You have a new opportunity around business and you have money flowing towards you, feeling prepared. The world is at your feet. T-Vat General for me in the Aquarius. Somebody here may be feeling like they're holding themselves back a little bit, but that's not going to last very long because Hangman's in reverse, so the energy changes pretty quickly. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility comes in around the two of you. Be careful if you don't want children. Eight of Pentacles, that could be a couple of things. You may be working on something together, or you could be like starting a new hobby or learning a new whatever together. Or it could be that he works on the relationship where he puts in a little bit more effort, because the Four of Cups is in reverse, which can indicate that he comes in with an offer that would be hard to turn down. It also looks like he comes in with passion and the love cup full. It might make you anxious. You may feel a little anxiety around this situation, but let's see what happens. It looks like all of a sudden he wants things to move forward pretty quick. Especially if things have been kind of stagnant. Thank you, Prussian. Thank you. Look at that little heart eyes. Miss Shante General. Sun's coming out over your life. Not bad. It looks like Eight of Pentacles. Could be going back to school, learning a new area of study. Could be for business, could be for pleasure, whatever it is, it's positive. It also looks like anxiety is moving into the past. Could be hearing from someone you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time. Four of Cups. Be careful that you're not overthinking things, or the answer or solution to a problem could be in front of you and you're just not seeing it. You may have a new business or job opportunity on the horizon, and you could have choices around you as far as business and jobs are concerned. Also, the Magician is here, which is the ability to manifest new opportunities. So you got some nice stuff happening in the near future. Oh, you're not going back to Judson. It's already a done deal. Then I think you got a new thing happening. When you're ready to go back, you probably just go right back to the new place. Sage, how's Dwayne feel? Will we be together long term? Okay. Will we be together long term? Yeah, I do think that you're going to be together long term. Hangman's in reverse. Things start to move forward. It looks like he's got a loving, kind, caring, compassionate energy towards you. It looks like, I don't know where you guys are right now in the relationship, but it does look like things are moving forward, though you may need to have a little bit of patience with him. Things will fall into place, and I believe it will be a long-term relationship. Emma, does Nick care if I see other guys? Well, he's got a little sharp energy around you seeing other guys, but I feel like he thinks that he can't hold you back, or he's not in a position to tell you not to see other people. I don't know that he really would like it, but that's not something that he can control, or he's not in a position where he can tell you that you can't see other people. Like, I don't think the two of you have a commitment, so he can't tell you that you can't see other people, but I don't know that he wants you to see other people. So, ladies, the fire sign that keeps coming up for love, Daniel. Okay, is it Daniel? 2, 6, 13. No, I don't think it is. I think it's somebody different. So, like, first week of April. First week of April. first week of April, life starts to move forward. You may be feeling a little bit undecided about things, but that's okay. You could also be holding yourself back a little bit. That's fine too. Seven of Pentacles is in reverse along with the Ace of Pentacles. You should be feeling like the hard work you've put into your career is coming back to you. I wonder if you get like a serious job offer from that other guy. I'm wondering if that's what's going to happen in April. It looks like it's slow and steady wins the race for the first week of April, but things are starting to move forward or starting to get back to normal for you. And I think you might get that new opportunity. Like it may become concrete in April, like the first week of April. Rimmel, how does school look for me in April? It looks pretty good. It looks like you're feeling grounded and stable. Hangman's in reverse. You're not holding yourself back. Feeling ambitious. It also looks like you got the sun coming out, which is happiness, and things are moving forward for you. April should be good for you. Susie, how can I motivate myself right now? You know what? I feel like when you need motivation, right? You need to be motivated. It's like, well, it depends what you need motivation with. Stepping into your own strength, feeling stable and secure. You have a wish around this situation. Your perseverance will pay off. I think, and this is just like from my experience, just like in my life in general, I am very productive when I'm being productive. But when I get lazy, I can be very lazy. So I feel like when it comes to motivation, when you really just don't feel like doing anything, even if you just do one thing, like one thing leads to another, you know, and then you can get the ball rolling that way. Like just set a goal of one thing, like whatever it is. Like today I need to clean the bathroom. If I get the bathroom clean today, I'll be happy. Now, most of the time, once you go in and you start cleaning the bathroom, it leads to something else. You know what I mean? So it's like when you just have to make the decision to do one thing and then the rest of it can happen. Like with anything, running, the hardest part of going out for a run is putting on your sneakers. Once you get out the door, once you start moving after a couple of minutes, you're not tired anymore. Now you're feeling like, hey, I can keep going. The hardest part is just getting started. Just pick one thing. Whatever it is that you feel like you need motivation for, one thing. One little goal can take you to the next place. And once you get into the rhythm of it and you start moving, whatever it is, it'll keep coming. It's like that with everything. Like these fucking steps, right? I have this set to 15,000 for the day. I've always had it set to that because I used to go out running a lot. So you can hit 10,000 pretty quick. Like it is so easy for me to fall off of it and just not care how many steps I get in. And I'm like, what else am I doing? Why can't I just move? Like just get up and do something. And then when I start, right, and I hit 15,000 for so many days in a row, I don't want to miss it. So sometimes at like 8 and 9 o'clock at night, I have to walk up and down the hallway to get the steps in. But I'm like, I don't want to miss it because if I miss it, I know it's going to be like, there's going to go my motivation. You know, I'm going to be like, okay, well, I only hit 6,000 steps yesterday and I lived through it. So, fuck it. My one friend used to always say, what stays in motion or a ball in motion stays in motion, something like that. And I agree with it because like sometimes I used to feel, especially when I was working like crazy hours, I used to feel like the worst thing that could happen to me was a day off or a vacation because it was so hard to get back into it after that. Just pick one thing, and your perseverance will pay off. I totally know that feeling. Emma, how does Nick feel about me? Thinks that you're well-prepared, intelligent, and kind-hearted, that you don't hold yourself back. Thinks that you're funny, spontaneous, attractive, but he is a little, either he's undecided about what he wants from this situation or he's undecided about where things could go. Susie, I totally understand. I totally understand. And then sometimes, like, I would feel like everything was just so overwhelming that the idea of trying to get a handle on things made me so exhausted that I wanted to take a nap. And like that was what I needed to do. I was like, I just got to take a nap. And my naps aren't 20 minutes. My naps could be like 2 or 3 hours. And then like the whole, yeah, I totally get it. Soleil, tell me about my next fun outgoing timing. Okay. Tell me about my next fun outing. Well, you'll feel successful, cause for celebration, and it should come in out of the blue. You'll be prepared for it, and you'll feel like you've made it to the top of the mountain. Like finally life is starting to resemble normalcy. I would say it's going to be within the next 2 weeks. The Jack would be like 11 days. I would say 11 days to 2 weeks. And it's going to feel like finally, like life is starting to become normal again. I think I'm up to KB, General. Got a wish, put it out into the universe. You also could get a new job offer, which would bring balance back into your life. Could have a new little adventure on the horizon, and a fire sign comes in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, makes you feel like you've got the world at your feet. I would say you're no longer waiting for your ship to come in. You step into a point in your life where you have some easy good luck coming in. Ignacio, General. Got cause for celebration coming in. When you walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, it leaves anxiety in the past. Moving forward, perseverance pays off when you listen to your intuition. Could be perseverance around your business or financial life moving forward. You have money coming in with the 9 and 10 of Pentacles. You have choices coming in around your personal life. So if you're not with anyone right now, you have an Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You also have a Cancer coming in, and someone from your past returns. Capricorn shows up here as well. Looks like life is starting to move forward for you as we're moving into the spring. Sunflower, can I know how A feels about me? A thinks that you're grounded, stable, sincere, kind, loyal, courageous, independent, well-prepared, ambitious, spontaneous, and attractive. Soleil, more on the fire sign. Fire sign seems to be pretty much financially stable. 7 of Pentacles is in reverse in the 4 of Pentacles. There could be cause for celebration that comes in when you meet them, and they may be a Sagittarius with the Temperance card. It looks like they're a very persistent person as far as like they know what they want, they know how to get it, and they seem to be very driven. They're also very kind-hearted. The King of Cups is somebody who is loving, kind, caring, sincere, and I would say with the Moon card, they're also very intuitive. They're very well balanced. They have the Hierophant here, which could be that the relationship you have with them is long-term and committed. It also could be they have a spiritual practice that's like near and dear to them. They have an adventurous side. They're very intelligent, and it's a soulmate connection. Carmen Zier, how is the Libra feeling about me? How's Libra feeling about me? Thinks that you're happy and has a lot of respect for you. Thinks that sometimes you hold yourself back, and they are a little bit undecided about how they feel about you, but they still think that they have a lot of respect for you. They think you're a very happy person. You're grounded, stable, down to earth, reliable, and courageous. Raja. I returned him. I want to know if it would be a good decision. Okay. I don't think it's the best decision, no. There is room for growth and transformation around the relationship, so that's positive, but it does look like the relationship carries a burden, or you're very burdened by this relationship. Karina, Scorpio man's intention is towards me. He's looking for things to move forward, and things should change for the better for you quickly around this situation. He's feeling prepared and ambitious. I don't see love here right now, but he is looking for things to move forward, and he should be putting in some effort. I would, let's give it a couple of days and see what happens. It looks like he's going to be putting work in. Communication could pick up, and he may even want to see you soon. And May, general. You got success coming in around a work or business endeavor. You also have a soulmate connection here. If you're already with the person, current relationship can rekindle. If you're not with anyone right now, a soulmate shows up. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. Virgo may come in. That could be of significance. It also looks like your perseverance around a job or work endeavor will pay off. Listen to your intuition. Paying off a bill of debt or a loan may make you feel a little bit less burdened by the weight of the world. Maggie, when will the Virgo contact me? Could be sometime this week. I know, the fucking plateaus really suck. Yeah, this one is 20 pounds and it's pretty intense. But, you know, I felt like I need to do something different. And that's why I got a heavy one. Because the weights I have, I mean, I have 5 pounds, I have 6 pounds, I have 3 pounds. But I feel like that's not doing anything. Anyway, we'll see what happens with this bowl. Nav, what's coming in the rest of March for love? Listen to your intuition. You have the Magician here, which is the ability to manifest new opportunities. But I don't really see all that much happening between now and the end of March. It's feeling a little bit stuck. Communication could be down too because the Hermit is here. I don't think all that much is happening between now and the end of March. It looks like once we get into April, you're being guided by the divine and the sun comes out. But there's like indecision and feeling stagnant between now and the end of March. What are we at? We're at the 24th, so we only have a few more days left, another week or so. Sonia, did YSC notice that I did not accept his friend request on Facebook? And if so, what does he feel about it? I want to keep my privacy. I'm not a big fan of social media. Okay. Did he see that I didn't accept the request? I don't think that he's realized it yet. No, I don't think he's seen that yet. Chloe B, anyone know how much? Oh. Check the community board. I always put like the most recent sales on the community page for the private readings. Oh, there, Zara's posting them. There we go. Soleil, by when can I meet the fire sign, possibly timing? Oh, it could be like early this summer. The 7 could be the month of July, and the clubs would be the summer. Ronnie, why did my boss tell the new lady that nobody likes her? It's true, but but why would she tell someone new that? I think that she may have been looking for a little bit of sympathy. She feels bad that nobody likes her, but she's earned it. So she's got no one to blame but herself. She's done this to herself. She like her perseverance and her argumentativeness or whatever has done that to her. I think that she wants the new lady to like her. She's got a wish around the situation. She also may in some, all right, this is bizarre. So it's like in one way, she doesn't like that she isn't liked and it does hurt her feelings. But on the other hand, she almost kind of makes her feel like she's strong and powerful. So that's kind of bizarre. But so I'm not 100% sure if she's not telling the new lady this because she wants her to kind of be afraid of her, or she wants her to think that she's got power or something. I don't know. Very strange. I don't know. I think that on one hand, I don't know. I think that the new lady was taken back by that and she didn't know what to make of it. I mean, what do you say when someone says that to you? Nobody likes me. Yeah, I think that made the new lady felt a little awkward, like she didn't know how to reply to it. It's bizarre because it's like on one hand, she feels like she feels bad that no one likes her, but on the other hand, it kind of makes her feel like she's got power that she doesn't really have, you know? I don't know. So like, when will I see Daniel in person again? Well, that's up to you. I mean, if he's calling you and he's texting you and you're not answering the phone, then you're not going to see him. But you'll see him if you answer the phone. But if you don't want him in your life, then I wouldn't suggest seeing him. You're in control of that. I mean, he would probably come over today if you answer the phone because he's really pushing. He doesn't like being rejected. So if you were to give in to him, you could get him to come over probably like really soon. But if you don't want him in your life, then why do you want to see him? Because seeing him is only going to set you back. It's not going to make matters better. It's going to make matters worse. So I would think about whether or not you want to see him, because he is right now coming full force towards you because you're rejecting him. So he'll come over soon. There's no doubt about that. But you're the one that's in control of that. I can't really give you timing on that because you're in control. See, Hangman's in reverse. So if you don't hold back, he comes forward. And it could happen pretty quickly with the Page of Swords. But that's up to you. You may have to make that decision. How's things been at Jensen Center since during my absence? Oh, things may be a little bit upside down over there, or they may be feeling like things are a little hectic. Somebody there is holding themselves back too. I don't know what that's all about. But it's like things are like the world is against them, or they feel like they can't get out from underneath. They may also feel like things went a little bit out of balance. They may be a little overwhelmed. Ronnie, finances for the next few months. Good. Yeah, let me tell you what happened to me. Over the next couple of months, you have a wish, and you may be making a decision to do something specific with money. Like, I don't know, put it in some kind of a, I don't know, buy silver and gold. Like I keep hearing everybody say that you should buy silver and gold. Whatever it is, it's positive. Paying off a bill of debt or a loan makes you feel relief, right? And then it's like perseverance pays off, feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain and feeling prepared. You could have another source of income coming in over the next couple of months that brings in extra money, and then you feel a little bit more relief. What happened to me with, when I got laid off, right? They said they were doing away with my position because I did the billing and the computer was, they were changing computer systems, and the sales orders were going to be converted into invoices overnight. So they didn't need me, and they let me go. And a couple of weeks, first of all, they didn't tell anybody, right? They didn't tell anybody. There was no like announcement. So like salesmen from like were calling looking for me, you know, because I used to help everyone out because I just can't, right? Like in order for like, if there was like back orders on sales order, I had to make an invoice for that sales order so that they could release the old back orders. Like otherwise it was in limbo. So one of the salesmen would call me and be like, oh, I need this order invoice now so I can release the back order. And I would just do it for them. I wasn't supposed to do it that way, but fuck it. Like to me, I'm like, we all work together. Why would I hold something up? So I would just do it. Now what happened was of course, the computer system was not ready, and that it wasn't ready to go live. Like they let me go too soon, and then like people were looking for me, and I wasn't there. And then they had to have a temp take over until the computer system was finished, or I don't even know if it ever got finished. I don't know what happened, but like. And I told my brother said, he's like, companies are notorious for doing shit like that. They let people go, they're not ready for it, and it just backfires on them. And good, fuck them. Fuck them. Assholes. They didn't, no, no, me either. I wasn't appreciated either. The salesmen appreciated me, but the higher ups, like, no. Yep. No, I totally hear you. It reminds me a lot of my other job. I used to go above and beyond for these assholes because those people like that were my coworkers, I wanted to help them out, but the higher ups didn't know the lengths that I was going to help these people. And it was just, yeah, nobody gave a shit. What I can only hope is that it all fucking backfired on them once they got rid of me, because the computer sure as hell wasn't going to do for them what I did for them. And the temp that they put in there temporarily, nobody got along with anyway. So, see how that went. I'm kind of curious as to how that company is doing, only because with COVID and everything. But I don't want to see any of my coworkers lose their jobs, but I'm just curious. Anyway, I know it's everything goes very unappreciated. It is unappreciated, yeah. So like general around my stimulus money and timing. You haven't gotten any of your money? I would go to that IRS website, make sure they have your information. I can't remember who, oh, my brother. I was telling my brother to do that. You got happiness coming out around the money. You should be getting that money at some point. But if they don't have your like direct deposit, you're gonna have to wait for a check or a card. It could take up to 3 months. I would go on the website, make sure they have all your information. You have a wish coming in, and you gotta get that money. It's got to be coming to you. I just don't know what the holdup is. You got money flowing to you. I'm going to say if you should have it within the next 3 months. But go on the IRS website. Make sure you put your bank account and all that shit in there, and then you may be able to get it quicker. Because the first one for me, I had a hard time with, because I have to pay every year, so they didn't have any of my information. So that first one, the 1,200. I didn't get it for a while. And then I went in, I put in all my information, and I got it. The 600 in January, like the first week of January, I got that immediately. And this other one, I got it like last week. But they have my information now. They didn't before. That's what was holding me up. And I think that might be, look into that. Because anything else, like prior taxes, I don't think has anything to do with it, because I hadn't filled out my taxes. Like, I did my taxes late last year. Like, I think I did mine in July last year, I think. I don't remember. And we got the stimulus before that. It's not supposed to affect it. Like, you should still get that stimulus, even if you owe from last year, even if you, I don't know, haven't filed for last year, whatever the situation is. You should still get it. So make sure that they have your information, because that could be what's holding it up. And waiting for a check or waiting for the card, or what my one neighbor said, they got a card, my father got a check. Like, waiting for it is a pain in the ass. Sepia for general. You have a wish coming in with the star card here. Anxiety seems to move into the past when you have a new little adventure coming in. Oh no, this is ambition coming in. Ambition comes in feeling like cause for celebration around a Virgo. It may just be a friend that you're hanging out with, but whatever it is, feeling like finally life is starting to move forward and a little bit of good luck is coming in. No longer waiting for your ship to come in. The love cup is full, and you do have a soulmate connection on the horizon. Walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you seem to push your life forward pretty quickly. Success comes in around feeling like I've made it to the top of the mountain when my life is no longer stuck. Sister, how does my friend feel now that CPI days passed? How does my friend feel now that, oh, a couple of days passed, okay. How does my friend feel now that a couple of days have passed? I think she's still feeling bad. Six of Pentacles in reverse. I would say that she's still feeling like she feels a little bit weak. She feels a little bit unrespected, a little bit unprepared, a little bit regretful. I think she's still feeling bad about it. Sister. The other night I talked to Brandy 4 hours in the middle of the night. She told me reading will bring bad karma. She was saying, why are you so laser focused on us? But she kept saying if it was her, she'd never get over the rejection and she'd feel horrible herself. I'm not laser focused. Everything in the conversation was bringing me down. Why am I drawn to these friends that make me feel bad? Interesting, because I said that once to somebody myself. I said, I seem to be really attracted to people, places, and things that make me feel bad. I don't know why it is. For me, in the situation that I was in, like, I realized it, like, with this group of friends. But at that moment, I looked back on so many other situations that were very similar. And what I thought was at the time, I'm like, you know, I think that I'm so attracted to these situations because they're volatile, or they can be volatile. These people are mean, or they're I think I saw a very mean side to most of them. And I think that in some bizarre, twisted way, I felt very accepted when they were nice to me. That's crazy, but that's how I felt. I felt like when they accepted me or when they were nice to me, like then I was worthy of something. It was crazy, but that was like a long time ago. I think the last time I found myself in a situation like that, it was like maybe 2012 or 2013. And I remember thinking, why do I want to be friends with these people? They're mean. They're mean. Like they're not, and they're not just mean to me. Like I hear what they say about other people. They're mean people. Like why would I want to be friends with them? And I think that in some bizarre way, I felt like if they accepted me or if I was part of the group, then they didn't feel about me the way they felt about other people. But they did. They're just mean. Let's see what the cards say. Well, it does look like you've got divine timing around you, and you do have some respect coming in with the Six of Pentacles. So things could be shifting. You could have a Taurus coming in and a Libra coming in that may be decent friends that don't treat you like that. Cause for celebration comes in, and this wound here is moving into the past. So that could be, you know, once you, like now that you're recognizing it, you may be starting to pull away from those kinds of situations. I mean, I don't think, I mean, first of all, the idea of you breeding the dog being bad karma, I don't know how much I believe that. I mean, that may be really her opinion. Like, people breed animals, whether it's right, wrong, or indifferent. I mean, people eat animals. I mean, I'm a vegetarian, so what? Where's my medal? Who gives a shit? No, nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I've had astrologers say to me, eat a vegetarian diet on Saturday. And I'm like, I'm vegetarian every day. What the fuck is the difference, right? But what has that done for me? Nothing. You know, like it's like a code that I live by because, to be completely honest, I just find meat, like it just turns me off. But it's the food chain. People still eat meat. Like that's their choice. I'm not going to tell somebody not to, there's nothing worse, in my opinion, than having dinner with a fucking vegetarian or a vegan that's got to tell you what you can and can't eat. Like, just shut up. Who cares? Leave me alone. I hate that. But I mean, that may be more of her opinion. You have a choice. If you happen to want to breed the dog and you only do it once, I don't really think that that's bad karma. Like, I would think it would be bad karma if you overbred her and you sold all the puppies for like an exorbitant amount of money. Yeah, I think that would be bad. But if you just bred her once because you wanted to keep the bloodline going, like you said, I don't think that that's bad. I don't. I mean, I think that that's your choice. And that's her opinion. You know, like people got a lot of opinions, but you know what they say about opinions. And what's the other thing? About being laser focused. Well, you know what? This is the way that I feel mostly about anyone that's ever been in a situation where they're not getting over something. Usually, most people, for just in my experience, it's hard to get over the last thing until something else comes in. And sometimes that can be like, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Because sometimes you get hung up on something and you don't see other opportunities, right? So that happens sometimes. But most of the time, when somebody else enters, you don't want to go back to someone who mistreated you. You want to explore the current option. That hasn't happened for you yet. You're still kind of dealing with the pain of that other situation, and that needs to be healed in its own time. It's not for her or anyone else to say, well, you know, why are you so hung up on it? You're hung up on it because that's what the situation is, just like everyone else who's ever been in a situation. Like, it's always different when it's you that's in the situation. It's very easy to say to someone, well, he's an asshole, just forget about him. Or you could do better than him. Yeah, you can do better than him. Everyone can do better than somebody who's treated them like shit or rejected them or whatever. But that doesn't equal what I'm feeling inside. Which also, what I'm feeling inside mostly doesn't even have so much to do with that person. It has to do with everything that's happened through my life that brought me to this point. And now it's all starting to come up. So in one respect, I kind of feel like she's trying to be a decent friend by saying, yeah, I know I would be stuck too, or I would be hurt too, and I would have a hard time getting over the rejection, but yet she's not really giving you enough space to just kind of grieve that feeling. And like that, it takes time. You know, it's always very easy for us to tell someone else, hey, forget about him, he's a loser. Because whether he's a loser or not, it doesn't change the way we feel. I mean, we got to get over it in our own time. But it does look like for you, you do have nice things coming in. You've got success coming in. You have communication coming in out of the blue, possibly with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. It also looks like you're heading towards all 10 cups being full. May not be there yet, but at least you're on your way. You are walking away from people, places, and things that are no good for you. You may need to have a little bit of patience with yourself, and it's okay to be fucking hurt. It's okay to still be in that situation. You know, like there's no, you know, oh, it's been 30 days, so now I'm over it. Like, you'll get over it in your own time. Or whatever happens will happen. And, you know, you're not, that's one thing, too, that I always try to keep in my mind. I had a friend that used to say it all the time. You're not going to feel like this forever. Whatever's going on right now, you're not going to feel like this forever. It's going to change. I promise you that. And she was right. She was right. I mean, I remember going through some pretty painful times and like crying to her on the phone. And she would say, she was a lot older than me. She was like, you're not going to feel like this forever. I promise that it's going to change. So just try to keep that in mind. I think I'm at Nima. Am I at Nima? How does RS feel about me? How does RS feel about me? Nemo. He's got a lot of respect for you with the Six of Pentacles. Thinks that you're kind, caring, sincere. King of Cups. Somebody who's loving, kind, compassionate. Thinks that you're very successful. Maybe even a little bit mysterious and attractive. Also a little ambitious. Sage. Why isn't he replying to me today? Why isn't he replying to me today? Well, he's got a couple of things happening. First of all, he's got this, which means he may have had an argument or a disagreement with someone and he's dealing with that. He's also feeling a little hurt by something. This might not have anything to do with you. It could have to do with that argument. And he's feeling undecided and out of balance. You may just have to give him a couple of, you know, give him a little bit of space to get himself together before he responds. He seems to have a lot going on around him today. So like next sex partner encounter, someone new or someone old. It's going to be someone new. I think it's going to be someone new. Looks like it could be a fire sign that may be an Aries. It's got an Aries coming in. So like general around Daniel and I, when will he contact? Oh, he's gonna keep contacting you because you're not answering him. So I'm gonna say maybe sometime within the next couple of days, maybe within the next 4 days. But there's a tower here. You're gonna have a tower moment with him, or you could have a tower moment with him. It depends what you want. It depends what you want. You have to make the decision because there's a tower moment coming, but communication is coming in. So it's going to be up to you if you want this relationship to move forward or if you want to end things. He does not like being rejected. He doesn't like being rejected. He's going to keep putting in effort because he doesn't want to be rejected. He wants things to move forward, but it's up to you. If you don't want things to move forward, then I would just not answer the phone. Eventually he'll go away. But if you see him or you hang out with him, you're going to go right back into that situation. So you got to make that decision as to what you want. Because this guy does not like, he doesn't like losing control and he doesn't like being rejected. I mean, nobody does, but some people handle it differently. Like if you reject me, I'm not coming at you again. Like that's it. Like you can go fuck yourself. You know, I'm not going to put myself in a situation to be rejected twice. Where he seems like he's going to He's also very good with talking his way out of shit. So he feels like he can get back into your good graces. Zach, what's coming in for me for the rest of March in love and money? Okay, let's see. Well, you better listen here to your intuition because it is spot on. You're no longer holding yourself back. You're not waiting for your ship to come in. You got respect coming in around work and being paid better. With the Six of Pentacles could be an increase. Growth and transformation is coming in around money for you. No doubt about it. And now when it comes to love, you may be feeling a little bit stuck. You may feel like your wishes aren't coming true, but you got success coming in around love too. If you're not with anyone right now, water sign comes in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and a Virgo is also around you. Overall, love and money should be pretty good because you got the Empress, which is love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children right now. The world is at your feet and you have good karma coming back to you with money and with love. Ronnie, what options will I have? Okay. What options am I going to have? Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Starting a new journey and feeling like you got some good luck, and it may come in out of the blue with the Earth sign. It also looks like a romantic connection comes in. The fire sign is still around you, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, but you may be prepared to move forward with this Earth sign. Let's see what happens. If new energy comes in, that would be great. That would be so great. And then it would make the other guy go crazy. Good, that's what he gets. Simone, do I have someone new or past love coming towards me? Okay. Do I have somebody new coming towards me in love? You got someone new coming in. Oh, shit. You got someone new coming in, but you also have someone from your past returning. The new person could be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Listen to your intuition. You're not holding yourself back. So, you know, somebody from your past could return, but if you've already met the new person, you may not go backwards. Let's see what happens. Simone, is he going to close the cycle with me or someone else? Is he going to close the cycle with me? Is he going to close the cycle with me? No, he's not closing. No. No, he actually feels a little bit out of balance at this point right now. But no, if there's a cycle that's going on between you and him, you may have to be the one to close it. Maybe when you meet someone new, that's when you, like, I'm not going back. I got this now, and I'm not going to go back to something that wasn't working in my favor. Leah, listen to your intuition because you got a wish coming in around love. Sister, it's just so annoying because I actually don't care about us the way I used to, but I bring him up as a frame of reference because she constantly talks about romance when I don't, and then she projects her insecurities and herself all over me. I'm so tired of friends doing this to me and attracting people that do that. Is she too toxic for me? Okay, is she too toxic for me? You got a 70% chance, yes, she is too toxic for you. Maybe you need to take her just in smaller doses. Maybe that would be a little bit easier to deal with. And then you wouldn't feel so much like she's projecting her bullshit onto you. Yeah, distancing yourself from her a little bit would be okay. I mean, it looks like it actually may help your relationship. You may feel like happier and luckier with the relationship if you don't deal with her as much. Or if you just keep it like keep the conversations a little bit lighter. I know it's very interesting how like we get those types of people that come in, or like people that, like I've always had like people that think that they can tell me what to do, and I don't know, like I don't feel like, I don't know, like I feel like I don't tell people what to do. I feel like you got to make your own decision. Like you know what the, like all right, let's just say whatever the situation is, like say you're back and forth with somebody who's like been jerking you around. Okay, you know what you get from the guy. You know that he's jerking you around, but if you continue to do that, that's your business. You know, I'm not going to tell you not to do it. I mean, I've let myself get jerked around before myself. Who the hell am I to tell someone else not to do it? I mean, I can't encourage it either, but I wouldn't tell you, you know, I wouldn't, I don't know. It's very interesting though. And how like we get like this, like these repeat, like different people come in, but they're doing the same thing. Sister, every time I cut ties with a friend, I end up feeling worse. Well, I don't think that you have to cut ties with her. I just think a little bit of distance, or try not to talk so much about those topics. Like I had a friend who we used to butt heads when it came to certain topics. So I just try to stay clear of those topics because I feel like we're going to end up in an argument. And on one hand, I felt like one of the situations I had gone through was so painful, and not that I wanted her sympathy. I don't want anyone's sympathy, but I guess I just didn't want to be told that it was like my fault or I should have known better or something like that. And I think that that's what was bothering me, because I feel like what I was saying wasn't being heard. So I just don't talk about it with those friends anymore, because and it's not because they're not going to tell me what I want to hear. It's just because I don't think that they're understanding what I'm talking about or what I was going through at the time. And it's over, it's in the past, but yeah, so I'm still friends with these people. There's a couple of different friends. I'm still friends with them. I just don't talk about those subjects anymore. I keep a lot more to myself the older that I get. Sister, does my friend that I got into a fight with think that she was wrong? Okay, does she think that she was wrong? She does think that she's wrong, but she doesn't think that she's totally wrong. Like, you got a 70% chance, yes, she does think that she's wrong, but she's not taking 100% of responsibility for the situation, because she feels like she's responsible, but not for everything, which I guess I can kind of agree with. I mean, she is wrong. So, like, tower moment between Daniel and I. There's sharp energy that comes in around the tower moment, and one or both of you may decide to walk away. Yeah, I don't know exactly what the fight is going to be over, but it's probably going to have something to do with you not answering his phone calls or not wanting to see him or something like that. It shows like there's indecision around the situation. He feels stuck and he's not giving up. So either, yeah, there's going to be something that goes on. I don't know if it's because, no, I don't know if it's because you're not answering the phone. I think that I don't know. I don't know if maybe he just shows up at your house. I don't know. Something's going to happen with the tower moment, and there'll be words. And then he may start to try to play the victim a little bit, like, you know, I've done everything that I can, or I'm trying my hardest and you're not listening to me. It's all bullshit, because all the lies that he's told over the months, it doesn't, like, you can't be good for 3 days after you've been lying all this time, you know, for all these months. And now all of a sudden you put in a lot of effort over the next couple of days, and he thinks that he should be forgiven. But I think that's what's going to happen. You're kind of driving him a little bit crazy right now, I think. Still a general for April. Nine of Cups. Got a wish, put it out into the universe. Feeling lucky. Like you got some good luck coming in. Walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you make you feel prepared for the future. It looks like you've got some... it could be slow and steady wins the race as far as like love life is concerned in April. But the world is at your feet, and I think you will be starting a new job, which is positive. Zara, what actions will Panos, the Virgo, take towards me? It looks like he's prepared for communication. He's slow and steady wins the race, maybe because of lockdown, but he is looking for communication to pick up, and he's looking for things to move forward. He may be slow and steady wins the race, but I think that you should be hearing from him soon. Or communication picks up. Sister. I don't see it yet. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I have a guy friend who we have huge fights when it comes to politics, so we both agree not to discuss it anymore because he's obsessed with politics. So I feel that then there's a big elephant in the room. Yeah, I know. But you know what? I wouldn't say, like, I have a friend like that too. And I feel like sometimes I avoid him because I don't want to hear it. But, I would say that I wouldn't tell her that you don't want to discuss it. I would just try to avoid the conversations, those conversations. Because I feel like, even like with politics or any of these hot topics, it's like, just because we don't agree doesn't mean that we still can't be friends. And like with my friend who, like, we're so on totally opposite sides, like we couldn't be any more opposite, but he's a really good friend of mine. So I don't want to lose him as a friend over something that, it's like politics is politics. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. I would say if your relationship with her is worth it, agreeing to disagree or not even, or just avoiding those topics. Like I have, like with my friend, I just try not to, we kind of come at things at from different perspectives. I think that for her, she kind of looks at love like, I want what I want who I want, and I'm the one who's making the choice. She doesn't want to be hounded. She doesn't want like a million text messages from a guy. She's not like that. She's like, when I want you in my life, I want you in my life. And when I want my space, I want my space. And for me, I feel like I've never been the type to really like go out hunting for men. Like that's just not my thing. I've never done that. But she used to say that the reason she had much more control over her life was because she took more control. And I played much more of a passive role in my life, which I guess I can kind of agree with, but I don't know. And then she used to say that I would like, I don't know. We didn't agree on a lot of things. Like she used to say that I would get mad at manipulating people, right? She's like, well, you're only mad at her because she's getting what she wants. And I'm like, but she's not getting what she wants because the other person wants to give it to her. She's getting what she wants because she's manipulating the person and making them fucking miserable. And my friend would defend that other person. She would be like, but she's getting what she wants. You could do that too. You could manipulate someone and get what you want, but you don't want to do that, but then you get mad at her because she does that. See, she's taking control of the situation. Where I feel like I wouldn't want to do that to anyone. Like if you don't want to be with me, I'm not going to force you to be with me. That doesn't make me happy. Like manipulating someone to be with me or to be my friend or whatever the situation is. I don't want that. But my friend used to be like, well, the other people don't care. They want what they want. They don't give a fuck how they get it, and they don't care how the other person feels. And you're mad at them because they're controlling the situation, but that's what they want. So who's right and who's wrong? I don't know. I don't really agree with that. So I would say for you that if this person is worth it and you feel like you guys have a stable enough connection, I would try to avoid the topic of speaking about love or speaking about things that you know you're not going to agree on, because you can keep a friend in your life and not agree. I mean, most of my friends, yeah, except this one friend, like he and I don't even, like, he goes off about politics and I don't even answer. I stay silent and he still continues. And then sometimes I'm like, yo, I just can't deal with it. I don't know. I mean, I just can't. I don't want to hear it. You're not going to convince me that you're right. I don't think you're right. But if you feel like there's an elephant in the room and then you feel that it's awkward, then you may have to make a decision to cut her out of your life. But that's your choice. It comes up as a decision and a choice that you have to make. I personally, it's only my opinion, I wouldn't cut her out just yet. I would give it a little bit of time, because I think you've already been through enough with the other one, and I just don't think that it's the right time to cut her out, especially because, you've been through enough. I don't think you need to feel worse. I would just kind of let things be with this one for right now, and then let's see what happens down the road. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean about the elephant, because that's how I felt. And I also felt a little bit like when I was on the phone with him, like, I didn't want to say anything that was going to bring politics up, but for some reason it always comes back to that. Like everything was coming back to that, and I was like, I just can't. I just don't want to talk about it anymore. I did that one. Love tea? Am I up to love tea? R's feelings for me. R's feelings for me. Thinks that you're intuitive, kind, caring, sincere, loving, stable, down to earth, independent, attractive, and spontaneous. So, like, does best friend Miles see me as a real friend? Yes, he does. Yeah, and he appreciates that. He's got a lot of respect for you. 6 of Pentacles. Sister. Example is that Brandy never showers. So I told her opposite, because I shower multiple times a day. So she told me to shower less. I'll be healthier like her. And I'm killing my immunity. It feels like she twists everything to make me own bad feelings, and she doesn't have to. Almost like another. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that showering is killing your immunity. I never heard that. I mean, when I was teaching, I was showering many times a day, like 3 times a day. Now I don't, because I'm not teaching like that. But I feel like you can't, like, in my experience with sweating, you can sweat, like with hot yoga. When you get to the point where you're sweating and it's like water coming off you, I don't feel like that smells. I just feel like that's wet. But if you dry and then you re-sweat, that's when you stink. So you gotta keep showering. And I don't feel like that hurt my immunity. It just sounds like she's already opinionated and that she wants to tell you what you need to do. And I don't think that, you know, I don't think that that's... Yeah. See, first of all, I don't even agree with what she said to you. But that's whatever. That's just my opinion. It looks like if you're getting sick of being told, you know, what you're doing is wrong, and she's, you know, putting all this back on you, I would take some... I wouldn't end the friendship. I would just take a little time. Either be busy, you tell her that you can't talk, I'm out, I'm doing this, that, the next thing, I'm going to sleep, whatever. Just take a little bit of space before you make a decision to end the friendship with her. Because it looks like even though she's a pain in the ass, she does have a lot of respect for you. It does look like she cares about you very much. And I think that she would be really hurt if you ended the friendship, and I think you would feel bad too. So I think if you just took a little bit of space from the situation, like maybe spend a couple of days not talking to her, and then see how you feel if you still want to end things. Like, I think that as far as like things like her telling you what to do, like that reminds me of my friends that used to tell me what to do. Like, don't tell me what to do. If I want to shower 10 times a day, I'll shower 10 times a day. That's my business, not yours. I mean, yeah, and I don't think that you should feel bad about that because it's your choice. Yeah, and she also may be justifying her behavior. I mean, I have never heard that you shouldn't shower. I've never heard that. Yeah, I would take a little bit of space before you cut her off totally because I'm afraid that you're going to feel worse. And I don't think you need that right now. Excessive showering does not hurt your immunity unless their hot showers and cold showers actually boost your immunity. Yeah, I had never heard that before. Very interesting. And general for the rest of the weekend. Looks like you got a little good karma coming back to you. 7 of Pentacles in reverse, feeling like the hard work that you've put into whatever it is coming back to you. That could be a business thing. Maybe the hard work you've put into work pays off, and now you're able to enjoy your weekend. It does look like you have the 8 of Pentacles here, which means that it may be a busy weekend regardless. 8 of Pentacles could be actually working. It could be learning a new area of study. 9 of Cups, you have a wish this weekend. Hopefully you get some time to do... You got a lot of respect around you. This should be a nice weekend. You got money coming in, a little adventure coming in. The Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. I think it's going to be a good weekend for you. Sweet voice. Should I follow Julie the Libra on Instagram sometime next week? Yeah, I would. I think so. Asia, I'd like to know how is Glued feeling since he saw a guy with Najma? All right, how's Glued feeling? A little bit regretful. A little bit, yeah, I would say has a little bit of regret. It feels a little bit negative about the situation now. Maybe a little bit irritated. Anonymous, should I go to Brianna's at all? I'm only getting a 33% chance yes. So I don't know what you make of that. Maybe you don't need to. If you don't want to, and that's where what you're leaning towards, not going to her place at all, then I would say don't go. Empress, general. Balance is coming back to your life. You got the Wheel of Fortune here. You got some good luck coming in. A little bit of ambition is coming in around you. Possibly a new job opportunity comes in. Judgment card, being guided by the divine, is bringing in money. Paying off a bill of debt or a loan makes you feel relief. Pink doll, what's S current feelings for me? Feels that you're grounded, stable, reliable, intuitive, intelligent, smart, hardworking, and attractive. J, will I hang out with Brianna, the Aries, later this week? Yes, I believe you will. Gianna, P's current feelings. It holds himself back. That's what comes up here for the most part. But the way he feels, I would say that he's a very kind, caring, sensible person. He's got good intentions. He seems to be guided by the divine, or he listens to his intuition. But he does seem to be holding himself back. He also may be a little bit afraid, and he's got some choices around him, and he's undecided on what to do. He thinks that you're attractive, smart, intelligent, spontaneous. He thinks that you have a good personality, or you're easy to get along with. I would say he has a lot of respect for you, and he thinks that you have a lot of potential. Mustafa, general for the rest of the week. General for the rest of the week. You are prepared. Life is moving forward. Feeling like, hey, I've made it to the top of the mountain. Finally, I can exhale. No longer holding myself back. You could have something nice happening here around romance. Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. There's also a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer around you. You may also be walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Looks like not a bad week. Anybody else here that I haven't answered for? Uh-oh, what did I do? How about Crystal? Will I be able to purchase a car this year or next year? Will I be able to purchase a car this year? I think you can get one this year. Yeah, I think you can get one this year. It may be your choice, but I think that you'll have the ability to get one this year. You might decide to hold off till next year, but I think it can happen this year if you want it to. Sana, what's his actions that he's planning to take towards me? Well, happiness comes in around communication. Looks like communication picks up. Maybe over the next couple of weeks, you may be hearing from him more often. Let's see what happens after the communication picks up. No, you might hear from him. That's it. The only thing it's showing right now is that there's possible communication coming in. Yeah, Mel, you could close them. Stir fry, you can post a question. I'll do it before I go. Carmen, I did that one. I don't remember when, but I did it. Stir fry, you have a question? You can post it. General from Mel. Paying off a bill of debt or a loan may make you feel relief, or putting money aside for something is relieving. It looks like you got passion coming in. A Sagittarius and a Taurus are around. That could be of significance. Your persistence or your perseverance around a business opportunity pays off. And you could be starting a new journey with the Fool. It looks like you have good karma coming back to you and your life is moving forward. Six of Swords could be life moves forward, or it also could be taking a trip to water, by water, or around water, or making a decision to do so. You got the Two of Swords. Maybe you're planning a vacation in the near future. It looks like you're headed towards all 10 cups being full. This could be a really good year for you, I think. Stir fry. Should I talk to Al? He's a Capricorn. I'm Sagittarius. Should I talk to Al? Yes. Yeah, I would. Angie, General. Regret and negativity is moving into the past. Being guided by the divine could bring in a new love or rekindling a current relationship. If you're not with anyone, you have a Cancer coming in. You also may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. Money is flowing to you and you're feeling successful around money. Happiness is coming out over your life. I would say you also may be hearing from someone you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time. Flower love. What are AR's energy towards me? Slow. Knight of Pentacles. Slow and stable. The energy's a little bit stuck. Ace of Swords. There could be a little sharp energy too around the situation. Mihak, General for the next 2 weeks. Be careful that you're not holding yourself back. You may be feeling a little bit disappointed in something, but don't worry, things are going to change for the better quickly. Looks like you have a little bit of mild anxiety. It's not the worst. Taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care makes you feel relief. You might be feeling a little bit like I'm waiting for my ship to come in. Feeling like I've made it to the top of the mountain. I can breathe a sigh of relief. Growth and transformation comes in. All right, coconuts will be the last one I do. What's coming up from you and Ronald's relationship? Well, you have a wish around the situation, so put that out into the universe. I don't know where you guys are in your relationship, but balance and ambition could be coming back to the situation. I'm not seeing a whole lot of love here just yet. So it might be slow and steady wins the race. But it does look like ultimately things are changing for the better quickly for the two of you. And you're not going to be feeling like I'm waiting for my ship to come in, but feeling like life is moving forward because neither one of you are holding back. Looks like things move forward. Like I said, I don't see a commitment here right now, or the Two of Cups or that. So I don't know if you're not there yet, but I think that things are overall look pretty good and things are going to be moving forward over the next couple of weeks. Alrighty, that's it for me right now, but I will be back on tonight, probably about 9:30, 10 o'clock, something like that. Depends what time she goes to sleep. She went to bed really early last night, but I don't know if that's going to happen tonight. We'll see. I'll see you guys later. Thank you very much. Have a